If there was one thing that you wish men understood better about women, what would it be?
To be more honest, women are very understanding. I don't feel like they understand that, especially
Yeah. Women are very understanding,
if she loves you, she'll understand you.
What would happen if a man came up to you and said, I think you're really attractive. If I took you out, spent money on you, made you laugh and feel special, would you be open to sex and potentially a relationship?
Yeah.
You cannot make this shit up. Yeah, that's not at all how reality works. Not at all. Yes. That's giving up the game. Girls want to play the game with you, but they don't want to know that they're playing. They don't want the moves to be revealed. So, what is this? Utterly ridiculous garbage. Just be honest with us and we'll love you. Yeah, if Chad was honest with her, yeah, Chad who has 50 other girls he's seeing. But if Chad chooses not to see the 50 girls and is then honest, then she'll go for the new Chad. Like, this is ridiculous. What is this?
No. Never. Never that.
But isn't that completely honest?
That's completely honest.
Is that not literally what happens?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why do you think a lot of women don't want that?
I feel like a lot of women do want that.
Some women are, I don't know. They just like to be told like what they want to hear, type stuff like that. A lot of people,
Right.
A lot of women aren't the same. You know, some of us do prefer honesty, and some other females do prefer to
Be
like,
told what they want to hear.
What they want.
Yeah, that's you said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Like, you know, like, this is the Nawalt argument, right? It's like, no, all the other girls, Chad, all the other girls, they're terrible, right? But I'm different. I'm special. I'm not like the others. Choose me. Pick me. Be with me.
So if all women are so different, why do we have the expression know how to treat a woman? Wouldn't that imply that there's like a universal nature that all women exhibit?
No, treating a woman right is common sense.
Yeah.
Don't.
Exactly. Sucking up to girls, you know, like doing exactly as girls want. Yeah, that's common sense. That's what you should do, loser. You know, like, and if you don't know that, well, I mean, oh my god.
Don't treat her like she's not human. Yeah, women have feelings just like a man does.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, do you think a guy? Whoa. Do you think? Okay, sorry. Do you think a guy would approach you for any reason other than the potential to have sex?
No, oh, wait.
The girl in the middle telling on herself. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Also, the girl on the right, what's going on? So many tattoos, so many piercings. I don't know, guys. That would be a no for me, champ. But not only this, if your girl has a friend like this, I mean, birds of a feather and all that. Like, probably she's gonna be influenced in a very negative way, right?
I mean, I'm hot, so like maybe. No.
Well, I mean, do you think that guys go out approaching women because they want to be friends?
No, they do want sex. They do.
Indeed.
So then why would it be wrong for a guy to just go up and just say, you know, I will do all these things, you know?
I mean, it's not wrong, but personally, I wouldn't let that slide.
Okay, it's not about letting it slide or not letting it slide. Here's the problem. The problem is the following. It's the equivalent of the guy leading with his wallet, right? Like, you don't, if you're out leading with your wallet, right, you're leading with beta game. The idea is this. It's like, I'm so desperate for your attention that I'm going to reveal everything that I provide so that I can show you how much better I am than other guys. It implies insecurity and that you have to try in order to beat those other guys. And if you have to imply that, it means that there are other guys that are better than you. And if there are other guys that are better than you, then she can do better. That's the idea. That's why you don't give up the game.
Why? But why wouldn't you let that slide?
Because women aren't just like, women don't just walk around looking for sex. Like, it's not.
That's what men do.
Right.
You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. on camera, all girls are going to, protect their reputation. So none of them will ever say that, they're not out looking for bedroom fun. But you better believe if Chad was walking around looking for a girl for the night, you better believe all these girls would be down. They'd be preening, they'd be trying to get his attention, they'd talk really loud, what girls do in order to attract attention from guys. So no, this is a lie. Anyway, hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you'd like to support me, I do have a Patreon with exclusive content. It's patreon.com/theheliosblog. Just go there and subscribe to any tier. Any level of support is appreciated. All right, let's continue.
Well, right, but I'm saying women say they want a man to be completely honest. Is that not completely honest?
I mean, it is, but that's not what women, us is looking for at all.
So wouldn't that mean that women are more interested in having a man tell her what she wants to hear?
I'm a little confused. Yes.
These girls are quite, they're on something, I think. But anyway, yeah, obviously, girls want to be told what they want to hear. It's the... girls want you to just get it. That's the concept there, right? So they don't want a guy who doesn't understand how girls work. They don't want a guy that they have to explain things to. They want a guy to just act exactly as he's supposed to, exactly as she wants, exactly as her nature demands, without having to explain anything to him.
How can women consistently describe men as stupid, yet seek love from them in return?
Well, you want my God honest truth?
Nope, I want you to lie.
I'm going to tell you, because bitches is backwards.
What do you mean?
I mean, we don't know our right from our left from our right. I mean, we don't know if we want apples or pie.
Literally.
We don't know if we want an apple pie,
So, do women have lefts, or do they have rights, or do they have no rights, or?
I don't know. Every time I hit that right and I hit that curb, I don't know if I went left or right.
What is the
What?
best?
Oh, so what she's saying is that, the way that girls are, they don't know if what they actually want. So they say random stuff, and then their actions actually show you what they actually want. And I'm inclined to agree with that. That's pretty obviously true, right? You don't listen to girls' words, you listen to their actions. So what are girls out here doing? 18 to 23, they're out on the street like this, dressed to the zero. So basically wearing belts, and which leaves nothing to the imagination, so that they can get attention from men. And then they choose Chad. They choose the top, if you're going by online dating, the top 4.5% for reproduction. But if you're talking about, just approaching out in public, it would be the top 20%. Those men might do. So, you know how, I don't know if you know this, but men, they grade women's attractiveness on a bell curve, right? So 75% of women might do, right? And the rest are invisible. But for women, they don't grade men on a bell curve, their attractiveness. No. 80% of men are invisible. They're seen as below average. And the top 20% are then bell curved for their attractiveness. And 75% of that 20% would be attractive to her. You see what I'm saying? So, again, it's just utterly ridiculous, right? And also, then the girls will tell you, I want a nice guy. I want a guy who cares. I want a guy who tells the truth. I want a guy who shows me love. I want a guy who... But that's not true. What they want is a very attractive, handsome man, a winner, a guy that all men want to be and women want to be with. They want that guy to also be nice. They want that guy to also, express his feelings. They want that guy to, to tell her the truth. They want that guy to be exclusive. They want that guy to... But the thing is that a guy who's that attractive, who has that many options, he's not encouraged to do that. So the girl has to be exceptional indeed to encourage that kind of behavior from him.
And the worst thing about being a chicken...
It just fucking sucks.
Does. Sorry to hear that. How big is your cock?
It's about 9 feet.
9 feet?
9 feet.
Okay, does size matter?
I haven't had a complaint.
Who takes more selfies, men or women?
Men. They like to look pretty like women.
Straight men?
All men.
Really?
So all men take more selfies than women? That's called solipsism, guys. So of course that's bullshit. Men do not take more selfies than women. The reason why she's saying that is because she assumes that all men are like herself and like women in general. Because women have trouble seeing things from the other perspective. So no, definitely women take more selfies because women are more interested in getting attention. So they're more likely to take pictures of themselves and post it, which attracts more attention. So no, this is bullshit, hogwash. All right, let's go on to an article by Rollo Tomasi here. This is the 5 stages of unplugging. So again, guys, just look up the Rational Male. If you've never read Rollo Tomasi, guys, you're missing out. I read an article this morning about the 5 stages of grief confronting death and how they apply to coming into acceptance of a previously rejected truth. Yes, I know there's no end to the ridiculous interpretations of the played out pop psych list, but I was curious about how this might apply to loser coming to grips with unplugging from the Matrix. So I did a bit of searching, and what I did find on my blog roll searched did this. So, denial is equivalent to still plugged in. These game guys are a bunch of clowns. There's no way this works on women. Women aren't stupid. What a bunch of hater guys that dislike women. Number 2, anger. This is after the red pill. This is ridiculous. Why should I have to jump through all these hoops for women? I just want to be myself. Why couldn't I have been a natural? I blame my parents, siblings, teachers, God, liberals, womanists, media, society, James Holmes. Oh, okay, anyway. Maybe those bad guys weren't so crazy after all. Number 3, bargaining or unplugged. Well, it does have some good points, but forget the hot girls. They're way out of my league. I'll give it a try if it can help me get around bases with a plain Jane. Do I have to wear the fuzzy hat and black nail polish? By the way, that's a reference to Mystery. Number 4, depression. Bitter taste of the red pill. Wow, women really respond to this puffed up act, and guys spend big bucks on it and wind up with more bedroom fun than a toilet seat. And I just joined up for this. This world is sad, and so am I. Number 5 is acceptance. Game awareness. Maybe this is the way things really work. I guess I should give up the gender relations mythology. You know, there's one girl for me. There's this one special someone out there that's like this perfect little angel. Like, that doesn't exist. Women are sugar spice and everything nice. The other one is happy wife, happy life. Like, all this garbage. Like, hey, like, no, it's garbage. What do you think of the negs I came up with? That's acceptance. And then jaded is number 6, which is MG toe permutations. Man, I don't want to learn all these rules. Bedroom fun isn't worth it, and women aren't that fun anyway. The last thing I want to do is learn routines or the 5 stages of getting girls. There's too many websites, too much to read. I can't remember it all, much less sort it out. Who has all that time to go and chat up women anyway? It's not like I see any women under 40 at work at my engineering job to practice on. Video games and spicy content are more fun and more available. I just have to look good and let the women come to me. And then the star, the jaded one, this is a late addition to the list. Hardly original and arguably relevant, but I added it for precautionary measures. So before I get the predictable howls of someone did this before you, allow me to put my spin on it. I get a ton of PMs from forum members and Reddit threads about guys getting over horrible relationships. So yeah, and I'll ask you guys who are listening to put this in the comment section. How did you unplug? Was this a moment of clarity that opened your eyes? Did you go through a process like the one described here, and are you maybe still struggling with a certain phase? Right, so there you go. Again, it's a weird world that we live in where we're not acknowledging reality, right? So, but once you know the truth, I mean, there you go. The truth will set you free and burn along the way, as I've said in previous videos.
Okay. Where do men take most of their selfies?
In the bathroom while they texting their side girls.
Okay.
That's not at all. The average man doesn't have any side girls. The average man is invisible. But the average man this girl sees, also known as Chad, he has side girls. He's taking pictures. He's sending out his spreading out his seed, as it were. So what does this girl even say? Like, clueless. All right.
Okay. Should a woman get mad about cheating if she's already a side piece?
No, because you knew what you was. It was just another extra side. When you go to KFC, you get a biscuit and 2 sides. So why not be happy to be a side bitch with another side bitch? You know, I'm just saying.
Okay. Would you ever?
This is what girls say when they're 18 to 23. I don't care about being Chad's side piece. It's fine, right? And then when they're 28 plus, where have all the good men gone? You were selecting Chad the whole time. The good men were there in your 20s where you left them when you rejected them. Because girls get approached all the time. Some of those guys are good for relationships, dating, and marriage. But you're rejecting them because they're underneath your standard, quote unquote, of Chad, which is just a guy who, bangs around, or maybe he doesn't, but he has the ability to, and he has so many options that he won't pick you,
Have you ever heard of a cock waffle?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a cock and a waffle.
I'm out here selling cock waffles. It's my new brand. I love it, and I'm creating a safe environment and a safe workplace for LGBTQ, and I back the LGBTQ community. Not because I'm gay, but because my dad's gay, my parents were gay. So I support.
Who do you think are the bigger cock blocks, men or women?
I think men are cock blockers and women are twat swatters.
Okay. Have you decided to make the female version of your waffles? Like, what would that be?
Now, I don't know. I feel like more people get laughed about their penises than vaginas, so we're just gonna stick with the cock waffles for now.
Do you think that size really matters?
Oh, it depends on how big their stomach is.
Does size matter? Does size matter in a man?
Yeah. Well, not when you in love, but
Not when you in love. Yeah, literally. So again, girl telling on herself, her immediate answer was yes, right? So, and again, don't let these girls tell you any different, right? It's just lies, right? When you're in love, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you mean when you're 28 plus post-wall and you've had your fun and you're ready to settle down. Yes, that's when it doesn't matter, quote unquote, but you're thinking about the size of Chad in your past. Like, again, this is why girls should get married before they've had a ton of experience, because then they get this thing called an amalgam when they have a lot of experience. An amalgam is a fusion of the best qualities of every previous guy they've been with, and any new guy they have to be with has to beat those qualities, right? So when a girl has an amalgam, right, that's too strong, which is what usually happens when the girls have been sleeping around from 18 to 28, etc. Then when those girls have that crazy amalgam, no man can beat it. And when no man can beat it, well, guess what? The girl ends up miserable no matter what. So she ends up alone with cats and boxed wine. Like there you go, right? And just you wait. Just you wait a decade, 10 years from now. You mark my words, 2032. And just wait till you see how many 30 alone girls there are with cats and boxed wine. Just you wait.
like if you're not in love, yeah, it do matter.
Why is there so much focus on the size of a man as opposed to the tightness of a woman?
Okay, hold up. Women can loosen or tight. It's how they comfortable. It's just men is when, are you good with the strokes or you not? Because you could have.
Oh my God, what is even like? Okay. It's if you're comfortable or not. You see, like she's using the coded language. Like she wants Chad to make her comfortable. If you as an average man try to make her comfortable, you know what's going to happen? You're going to be totally invisible, or you're going to be friend zoned and just there for taxi cab services or a shoulder to cry on while she's sleeping with Chad. Like, no, that's making her comfortable doesn't make her more tight. I mean, unless you're already Chad. All right, let's do this fake Tinder profile. So again, this isn't real. You can just Google these. But there's a lot to learn even from the fake ones. So this is Clara, and she's looking for something serious. a serious amount of bedroom fun. And I want you to pay attention to her age. You see? So notice how when I show you the Tinder profiles, right? The younger ones, they're always saying stuff like this. The older ones are always saying looking for something serious. It's not 18 to 23-year-olds looking for something serious. I haven't seen one, okay? I literally just Googled, and there's like a whole giant wall of these. So they're suggesting, it's like capitalism, right? What is clicked more is suggested more, right? So what is wanted more is clicked more. You see what I'm saying? So this it implies that the younger women want profiles like these. So they're advertising to chat. But do you see how they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is getting married at 18 to 23 and having kids? No, they're literally ruining themselves by sleeping around, by jumping from guy to guy, and then blaming men later when it was their decision to be with those men and advertise to those men in the first place. There are good men out there.
Have a big thing, but not good with it. You don't know how to handle your shit.
Does a woman's size preference affect her tightness?
Yeah.
Does a woman's body count affect her tightness?
Shit, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Do you think a person's body...
Yeah, so you see, she responds with her instinct, which is the truth, right? And then later on she realizes, oh no, I'm on camera, I shouldn't say these things. You see? And then she's like trying to, you see, you can see her mind is working. She's like, oh no, I have to backpedal, I have to protect my reputation. Too bad it's already said, right? The cat's already out of the bag.
Body count matters in dating?
No.
You see? Now she's doing the reputation protection stuff, right? And now, and notice how she's lost the happy smile, right? Now she's like, she's not in her emotional happy place anymore. Now she's in her rational, like, okay, how am I going to protect my reputation? How am I going to, like, stop people from thinking that I'm a garden tool? How am I going to, you see what I'm saying, guys? That's what's happening here. So, but she told the truth before. So, no, it definitely matters, obviously, right? Because the higher end count a girl has, the less likely she is to pair bonds, and, like, the less likely she is to appreciate you as an individual. Like, there's a reason why marriages to a girl that have 0 end count have a success rate of 90%, right? It's not by accident. And why, like, our forefathers, right, our ancestors, why they had that as the rule. And sure, as like before, men and women got married when they were younger, so it prevented men from, like, sleeping around, which is their biological strategy. But it also prevented all of these societal ills that we're seeing today. So men saw it as a good trade, and I'm inclined to agree. I think the old system, the old way that they used to do it, is much better than now. The problem is you can't just go back in time, right? We have to understand the truth so we can adjust, right? And I've seen a bunch of funny comments. Not on my channel, but on other channels, it's called Passport Men. So the men that want to get married, that want to have relationships and stuff. It's funny because I was unintentionally adding to this. It's like they get a passport and they literally just go to another country to find a better girl, because the girls here are just like, what are they even doing? You know, like the girls in the West, like disaster. It's like pass around only. Right? Like, it's ridiculous.
So what's your body count?
Don't worry about that.
Uh-oh! She doesn't want to say it.
Okay. Do you think men and women can be just friends?
Yeah.
So if you ask...
Yeah, of course. Because if a man is friends with a woman, the woman can use him for time, attention, validation, taxi cab services, etc. And the man gets nothing in return. So of course they should be. All men and women should be friends, according to women.
Ask your best straight single guy friend if he'd date you or hook up, what do you think he would say?
Probably hook up.
Yeah.
So then you can't be friends.
Okay, but that's because I'm pretty. Pretty privileged.
What are the
True.
characteristics?
Yeah, that's right. That's not a lie. But here's the thing. Men tend to want to be friends with pretty girls, right? Or at least with girls that they think that they can, get with. So, like, it applies. It applies everywhere. Okay, let's see this last one here.
Of a narcissist.
Someone who's never wrong, someone who's, like, just all into themselves and doesn't care about anyone else's feelings or anything.
I would say that describes the modern woman more often than the modern man. But anyway. Okay, let's get into the last article here, and then we'll wrap up. 13 questions most cis men will never have to ask themselves. Okay, here we go. Why am I expected to spend exorbitant amounts of money and time on my looks, and why do I get condemned as vain and superficial for doing so? Now, every girl is expected to have blue eyes, full Spanish lips, button nose, Asian skin, California tan, Jamaican dance hall, a bum, long Swedish legs, small Japanese feet, and the abs of a gym owner. And the hips of a 9-year-old boy. Like, again, like what she's saying is girls are expected to be perfect in their looks. No, they're not. Most men would be totally happy with even an average girl who, you know, loved them, treated them well, was, you know, submissive and loyal and never cheated and just showed him some gratitude. Like, if a guy had that, like, he wouldn't care about this. I'll be honest. He wouldn't care about this. But these girls that are chasing Chad's requirements are ever higher for commitment, right? These girls don't realize that Chad will never commit to any of them because he has so many options he doesn't have to, right? So it's ridiculous. This article is a goldmine, though. I'm going to use it in future videos because basically she's like, questions men will never have to ask themselves, and there's not a single thing on this article about men. It's all about women, but which is just solipsism. Okay, anyway, we're going to end the video there. Thank you so much for listening, guys. So again, if you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit on for notifications. If you'd like to support me, I do have a Patreon with exclusive content. It's patreon.com/theheliosblog. Just go there and subscribe to any tier. Any level of support is appreciated. All right. Especially if you took the time out of your busy day to listen to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. You guys are wonderful, and I will see you next time.